Okay, today Claiborne County Sports Zone is at Claiborne High School. We're going to do a girls basketball preview for the 2024-25 Lady Bulldogs. Coach, if you don't care, well, Andrew McGinnis is coach. If you don't care, talk about your team and what you as coach would like to see them become.
Yeah, really excited about this team. This summer and even in the fall camp, they've played really, really hard. We're trying to adopt playing faster, but also playing under control. So those things are starting to come into stride as to where I want to see it. We can always get better, and we'll continue to get better as the season goes. But I'm really excited about some of the girls on this roster, starting with my seniors. Channing Bias, Katie Hicks, those two, they're working really hard right now. They're doing a lot of the things that I'm asking of them. They're coachable, and they're just a lot of fun to be around. So I'm really excited about those two seniors. Our juniors, we've got several of them. JC Ferguson, Emily Buchanan, Hope Cole, Ava Lynn, Cook, and Ray Ware. Those girls are really, really invested. You can tell that they love the game. So I'm really excited about what they're going to bring to the table as well. And then, our sophomores, we've got some size in the sophomore class that I'm really excited about with, Jaden Myers, Delaney Nickel, Macy Short, and then Jocelyn Essery. So we've got some bigs there that are working and continuing to get better, and then they're continuing to do the right things on the floor. And then big freshman class this year. Emma Ferguson, Taylor Stansberry stand out, along with Jalen Brooks, Kaylee Goins, Chloe Holt, Angel Stone, and Alexis Painter. So I'm excited about that freshman class as they'll just continue to develop, and they'll get a lot better over the next couple of years.
Offensively, are you going to be a run and gun team, or are you going to be a setup and go through motion and plays, or what do you think you'll end up doing?
We're going to be trying to be really multiple. Be able to push tempo when we feel like we have the opportunity to push it, but also be able to slow the game down and control that tempo when we need to be able to. So we want to be multiple. We want to generate a high volume of shots consistently throughout the game, limit turnovers. But overall, we really want to be a fun brand to watch. We want to be something that fans enjoy coming and seeing. And then we want to be a team that, as we continue to go, our point production just continues to grow.
Okay, defensively, what's it going to look like?
Yeah, again, I use the word multiple. We want to be able to do a variety of things defensively. We want to be able to play a little man-to-man, a little zone, press in spots when we feel like we need to press. But really to try to establish and dictate the tempo defensively for us. We don't want to feel like we're having to sit and guard for 30 and 45 seconds of possession. We want to be able to be in the passing lanes, creating deflections, creating turnovers. So we're going to be really aggressive defensively, and with that, we'll probably give up some buckets, but I think we'll create a lot of turnovers as a positive for us.
Okay, let's take it position by position. Let's look at your guards. Let's look at shooting guards first.
Yeah, shooting guards, I've got to talk about Ray. She shot the ball really, really well over the summer. She's continuing to do so through fall, and I'm really excited to kind of see her as she progresses throughout the summer. So she brings a major shooting threat for us. Another one that shoots the ball well, especially when she's feeling good, is Emma Ferguson as a freshman. She brings the ability to hit some tough shots for us from behind the line. So those two really stand out as being two girls that are going to help us score from behind the arc.
Okay, who else are you going to play in the guard position?
Yeah, we're Ava Lynn, as she continues to work back into things, she's going to be a primary point guard. Both Emily Buchanan and JC Ferguson, Channing Bias, they're going to play some major minutes for us, along with Hope Cole at that guard position. They're going to all rotate together and play pretty consistently for me. So those girls, I expect to handle that position pretty well.
Okay, let's talk about your forwards.
Yeah, so
group them up together.
Yeah,
be fine.
Our forwards, we're looking at playing a variety of girls there this year. Katie Hicks, Macy Short, Jaden Myers, those and Taylor Stansberry are all going to kind of play at that 45 position for us this year. I expect a lot of things from them. They bring some size to the table, but they also bring an ability to rebound. Taylor has a nose for the basketball at such a young age. As being a freshman, she's able to go and get it pretty consistently. So I expect a lot from those forwards being able to kind of control the interior for us.
Okay, you're going to have a true center?
Not necessarily. We will play, Macy comes to mind as that true center. She really does a good job of controlling the paint, but she's also flexible and has the ability to kind of step out and guard on the perimeter from time to time and to be able to do some things in space as well.
Where do you think your is your points going to come from this year? Is it going to be from the guards or the forwards or even under the goal? What do you think?
For us to be the best version of ourselves, it's going to have to come from everywhere. Guards are going to have to do a good job of attacking the rim. They're going to have to do a good job of making some shots, and then our bigs are going to have to do a really good job of finishing when they get the opportunities in the paint, and with second chance points. So for us to be as successful as we can be, we're going to have to score it from a variety of places.
Do you think you're big enough as inside to dominate the boards, or are you going to struggle there a little bit? What do you think?
It'll be interesting. I think it'll be game by game. I think some games we're going to have the ability to have the size match up in our favor, and there's going to be some games we're undersized. So we're going to go in with a mindset that we're always at a disadvantage there, and we're going to play gritty and tough, and we're going to box out. We're going to do those little things because that translates for us to every opponent that we'll see.
Okay, I like to ask this question every year along those lines.
Yeah.
Who is going to be your Dennis Rodman type of player?
Yeah, one that stands out to me right now, I've got a couple. Taylor Stansberry stands out in that category, and Jaden Myers stand out. Both just have a nose for the ball. They seem to kind of always be around the play. When a ball goes up, it just seems like those two are getting their hands on them and being competitive rebounding. So I would definitely say Taylor and Jaden have a leg up there.
Okay, upperclassmen, who's the one fans need to watch?
I'm really excited about Channing. Channing is gonna bring a dynamic to the table for us this year. She's shooting the ball really well from the 3-point line, but she's also playing really physical and attacking the rim. So I'm really excited about Channing and what she's going to be this year for us.
Okay, underclassmen. Who's the player to watch?
Yeah, Emma Ferguson and Taylor Stansberry. Both are just super athletic. They have the ability to play fast. They have the ability to score the basketball and rebound. So excited about what those two will bring for us as incoming freshmen.
Okay, let's talk about some of your opponents in district.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in district? Who's going to be at the top, or are you going to be middle? Just an opinion.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, anything can change.
Our expectation is to go win, and that's not going to change for us. It's a tough conference. It's a really tough league with both Greenville and Volunteer kind of being up there along with Granger. We play 3 teams that consistently are vying for state tournament bids, and then Cherokee is another one. They're really young. They're well coached, and they're going to be a tough team to play, especially on the road. It's a tough place to go and get a win. So I expect a competitive league, but it's definitely one that is it's a good league. It's one of the best ones in East Tennessee, in my opinion.
Okay, non-conference wise, how's that schedule look for you?
Yeah, so non-conference, we're looking at Washburn, obviously Hancock County and Cumberland Gap. Got a few tournaments that we're going to play in Thanksgiving. We're going to go to Granger, where we're going to see some quality opponents in North Greene and I believe Jefferson County. And then over Christmas, we're heading to Eagleton. And we've got a 3-day tournament out there. And we're going to go try to win that thing out there and have a good time while we do it.
Okay. The season as a whole, what would be a success to you as a coach? Not in terms of wins and losses, but what's a successful season?
Continual growth. The girls just continue to get better, and they've done so far that throughout summer and fall camp. They just continue to improve and continue to do the things that we're asking as a coaching staff. So just if I can look at the end of the year and be like, we were significantly better at the last day than what we were the first day, then, any coach kind of chalks that up a win. But as far as, wins and losses go, I want to be competitive in all of our games. I want to be able to go compete, have opportunities to win some games, and then see kind of where the chips fall come February when it's tournament time.
Okay. Looking at the immediate future, the few games you have, what do you expect to learn about your team during that game or those games?
I really just expect to find out who we are. Who's going to step up and be the leaders as far as that competitive nature, but also who's going to be somebody that we can count on in the interior to rebound at a high level. So really expect to find out some things as far as our competitive drive, and see kind of where we fall in that way.
Your team wins if they
control the boards and if they don't turn the ball over. I think those two things are critical. in everything we do. One of our standards that we set place is obviously, limit turnovers, control the rebounding war. But at the end of the day, don't get outplayed, don't get out hustled. We've got to be a team that just plays harder than our opponents every night, and I think that gives us a great opportunity to be on the right side of the scoreboard at the end of the night.
Let's flip that over. Your team loses a lot if
we turn it over and we don't control the boards. Those two are it's so important in this game. You can't, with the league that we play in and then our non-conference schedule, you cannot lose shot opportunities, and turnovers hurt that. And if you're giving up second chance opportunities to teams, it's just a losing formula. So turnovers and rebounding are huge.
Okay, this is an opportunity to say something to Lady Bulldog Nation.
Absolutely.
What would you want to tell them?
Come support them. These girls have worked so hard through the summer and through the fall, and they need your support now more than ever. It's going to be an exciting season. We're just going to continue to get better, and we need our fan base and our support system to be a part of that. So come pack out our gym, and let's get loud and get behind these girls.
All right, thanks, Coach McGinnis.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.